Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked I be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's a little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, sophomores,
High school,
juniors,
champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Collinsville Sports Complex here on the western side of the bustling town of Collinsville. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the K-Hawk Sports Network as we are ready to bring you some K-Hawk, Lady K-Hawk softball. That's right, Lady K-Hawk softball taking on Edwardsville today. Big Southwestern Conference rival matchup, and we're going to tell you all about it here in just a little bit as we welcome you in to the pregame show, brought to you this afternoon by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape is home of the K-Hawk Chicken Sandwich. They have been doing their thing since 2012, getting ready to celebrate 10 years in business in Collinsville. Cafe Agape offers some of the best catering of some of the best home-cooked food in the area. You have a big event coming up, wedding reception, business luncheon. Maybe you have an awards ceremony, or maybe you have a little graduation party coming up that you need to get catered, as graduation is about a month away, or a little bit less, actually. Well, give Cafe Agape a call. They can hook you up. That's 345-CAFE, Cafe Agape, 345-2233. K-Hawks come into this contest with a record of 7-9. They are 2-3 in conference play under their second-year head coach, Jessica Schmittling, who now has a record of 30-20 in her 1+ years at the helm of the Lady Kahok softball team. Edwardsville, they are 11-1 on the year. They are 5-0 in Southwestern Conference play, and they are coached by the legendary Lori Blade. Her 19th year at Edwardsville High School as the softball coach, and she has a record of 502 wins and 95 losses at Edwardsville. This is her 25th year overall coaching softball in the state of Illinois, and that record looks like this: 761 wins, 126 losses, and she spent the first 8 years at Carrollton. Collinsville comes in averaging 8 runs per game, but they're giving up almost 9 at 8.9 runs per game. Edwardsville, they come in averaging 9.1 runs scored per game, and their defense, stellar. They are only giving up 1 run a game on average, are the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. Collinsville, they snapped a 3-game losing streak with a 13-5 win at Granite City Tuesday afternoon. In the 3-game skid, Collinsville was shut out in back-to-back games against Belleville East and Carbondale, coupled with the 12-7 loss at O'Fallon. The Kahawks were outscored during those 3 games 37-7. They broke out of it in a big way, though, at Granite City on Tuesday. Briley Anderton went 5 for 5 with 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in, and 4 runs scored. Maddie Harris had a home run and a couple of RBIs, her first varsity home run. Maya Clark went 4 for 4 with a triple and a couple of runs batted in. She was also in the circle and pitched a complete game. Gave up no earned runs, 8 strikeouts along the way, and only 1 walk. Reese Kendall went 2 for 2 with a couple of runs scored and a couple of runs batted in. And Lexi Ralphalowski went 3 for 5 with 1 run scored, a RBI, and a double. Head coach Lori Blade, well, she's continuing to add to her legacy. She won her 500th game at Edwardsville as the softball coach with a doubleheader sweep of Chatham Glenwood this past Saturday. Wins over Alton Marquette on Monday and O'Fallon on Tuesday pushed that to the current mark of 502 wins. She also, Blade did, had a record in girls basketball of 743 wins and 92 losses. She was the head coach with Carrollton before taking over the basketball program at Edwardsville, along with the softball program. She stepped down from the basketball portion of her duties in April of 2020. Blade is the only head coach, male or female, in Illinois that has amassed 700 wins as a head coach in 2 different sports. Between the 2 sports, Blade has coached in 1,722 contests, and she's won 1,504 of them. That is 87%. She only has 218 losses in almost 1,800 games during that time. Man, I can't believe that. The only loss this year for Blade and her softball team, the season opener. They lost 10-6 to Freeburg at the Edwardsville Sports Complex on their home field. Since then, they have rattled off 10 straight wins. So, legendary coach indeed. All right, time for the interview portion of the pregame show. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with one Miss Maddie Harris, who hit her first varsity home run Tuesday night. We will pass that conversation on to you next as the Cafe Agape pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500.
Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are at the Collinsville Sports Complex on a beautiful day for some softball because we needed a beautiful day for some softball. It's been cold during softball season. We continue interviewing our seniors here on the Kahok Sports Network, and we are up to number 9, senior Maddie Harris, outfielder for your Lady Kahok softball team. First of all, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's talk about your family first. Give us all the details, mom, dad, brother, sisters, pets. I don't care, whatever pet you got. You got a rattlesnake or you got a lizard or anything like that. I want to know about it.
So my mom is Lisa Harris and my dad is Michael Harris. They both went to Belleville East, so losing to them was kind of heartbreaking, but that's okay. And then I have a brother, Lucas Harris, who graduated in 2018, I think, and he played hockey.
Pets?
I have one dog. His name is Sammy.
What kind of dog?
He's a beagle.
Beagle named Sammy. All right, that's cool. All right, so let's talk a little softball. You made the varsity roster as a freshman. No sophomore season. You made the varsity roster as a junior, but I can't find any stats for you. So fill me in on the freshman and the junior year of your softball career.
So I played my freshman year. I did enjoy playing. It was kind of my first year, so I was obviously really nervous. But I did spend a lot of time on JV too, and I loved playing with my JV friends, but varsity gave me a challenge. And then I played sophomore year, and then COVID canceled that. And then junior year, I started back, and then I just didn't finish.
All right, that brings us to your senior year, the current year. You're hitting .282, 11 hits. Your first home run the other day. How did that feel?
It felt great.
So walk me through the at-bat. What happened?
Honestly, at that at-bat, I was like, man, I just want to hit a ball. And then I heard, I think it was Maya's dad, Greg, behind me. He said, go, Maddie. And then, I don't know, I just didn't pay attention to anything else. Kind of blacked out.
Kind of floated around the bases?
Yeah, I actually can't see because my helmet's too big. So I was really just hoping I made it home.
All right, you also have 8 stolen bases on the year. You guys are a running team, man. You guys have been stealing a lot of bases. Is that part of your game plan?
Yeah, I actually really like running bases. I feel like that's the one thing in the game that I can control with my base running, so I like doing that.
All right, what is the one thing you don't like about playing softball?
Oh, man. Pitching. Don't tell coach. That's why I don't pitch as much. I just do not like to pitch because I get too stressed out.
I did look at your pitching stats, but I didn't write them down because they weren't really that good. So why don't you like the pitching?
I don't like pitching because I get nervous. When I pitched a lot more, I did a lot better. But once I took 2 years off, I kind of just got out of the mindset, and I did not want to do it anymore.
All right, what's your favorite thing to do? Play defense or bat?
Play defense.
Why?
I get too nervous up at bat, and I feel like out in the outfield, I'm in my own little space.
All right, and you have been primarily playing left field, correct?
Correct.
All right. Any other positions that you've played in your softball career that you like to prefer over left field, or do you really enjoy it out there?
I played shortstop for a while, and I really do like it. I would like to get back to it, but I'm kind of still getting the hang of things since I took a few years off. But I do like outfield more than shortstop. It's just a good switch.
All right, let's talk about you personally. My favorite things I call this segment. So I'm going to ask you a question. You just tell me the answer. Your favorite music?
Country music.
Favorite artist?
Brad Paisley or Morgan Wallen. No.
Favorite movie?
Blended by Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Favorite restaurant?
The Rainforest Cafe in Chicago.
Oh, nothing local. That's a long drive to go to your favorite restaurant. All right, your favorite class in high school?
Ooh, I like world geography with Miss Lindauer.
Nice. Normally I get math. That's the answer. All of them can be. So I'm going to guess your worst subject is math?
No, it's not my worst. I just don't like doing it at all.
I don't blame you there. Favorite superhero?
Spider-Man.
Favorite cartoon character?
Does SpongeBob count?
Sure, SpongeBob's a cartoon, yeah. Favorite sweet snack?
I love M&Ms.
Favorite salty snack?
Potato chips, only the regular Lay's, though.
Gotcha. All right, you said your favorite restaurant. How about home-cooked meal? What's your favorite home-cooked meal?
Tacos, by far.
All right, I like that answer too. All right, let's get back to softball. You guys got Edwardsville here today. You beat them twice last year. How cool was that?
I wasn't on the team, but I loved hearing it from other people that they beat them. Like, I don't know, that's kind of crazy. We haven't done that in 18 years. Yeah, so I want to do that today, actually.
Yeah, that would be nice. So you're facing Edwardsville today, and this is a game that was originally scheduled earlier in the year, but rained out. I'm guessing that you are happy that you got to play them today as opposed to when you were supposed to because it was cold and rainy.
Yes, I don't perform well in the cold.
Wind is blowing out today, so chance you may hit another home run for us?
Possibly. I'll try.
That's all I ask. All right. Let's talk about what's next for you. You're graduating next month, so what's in the future in the cards for Maddie Harris?
I plan to go to SIUE, and I hope to study secondary education.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher, if I can. World geography, probably, or history. I'm good at those two.
Wow, your world geography teacher must have made a good impression on you. What grade would you like to teach?
High schoolers. I cannot do little kids.
Okay, I got you there. All right, thank you very much for the visit, and good luck the rest of the way. Good luck today.
Thank you.
That is Maddie Harris, left fielder for your Collinsville Kahawks. We thank her for the visit here on the Cafe Agape pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups for both Collinsville and Edwardsville. That comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape. Check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. First National Bank of Waterloo. With over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carryout with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahok Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
And once again, we welcome you back to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville. Todd Duke and Chris Kettler on the other microphone as we get you set for this one between your Lady Kahawks and the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. And here are your starting lineups. We will begin, of course, with Edwardsville as they will be up to the plate first, and we'll fill in Collinsville's starters for you when they come up to bat in the bottom of the first inning. For Edwardsville, leading off will be Riley Owens. She'll bat first, play left field. Shortstop, Avery Hamilton bats second and plays, well, I said shortstop. Batting third and playing right field is Jillian Lane. The designated player is also the cleanup hitter, and that is Emily Wolf. Sid Lawrence bats fifth and plays first base. Lexi Griffin is holding down the duties at the hot corner at third base and bats sixth. Brooke Tolley is the pitcher and bats seventh. Tatum Van Ryswick will bat eighth and play second base, and Charlie Hayes is behind the plate and batting ninth. And Maddie Kolakowski is playing center field but not batting, as that'll be taken care of by Emily Wolf. Collinsville in the field first, so we'll fill in the blanks as far as the pitchers are concerned, and that today is going to fall on the shoulders of Marissa Thomas. Marissa is in her 15th game played. She has started 10 of those, so start number 11, has 4 complete games under her belt, and she is 2-8 on the year. 56 and a third innings pitched, 75 runs, only 36 of those earned, so her earned run average is 4.47. She has given up 1 home run and a couple of doubles, no triples so far on the year. And for Thomas in the strikeout walk category, she has walked 21 and struck out 37. So Chris Kettler joins us, and be nice to build off of that big win at Granite City the other night and get a little winning streak going on here.
They've got the bats going real well. It's be a different pitcher here today, but Thomas has done a pretty good job here lately. Last time we did a game here at home, she shut down Alton pretty well. Been a dependable pitcher, so it's going to be a tall task here against a good Edwardsville team.
That is right. 10 wins in a row for Edwardsville. Collinsville, they're the home team. They're all decked out in purple today. They have white visors on. Numbers are in white on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys. They have CHS written across the fronts of their jerseys, and on the right shoulder they have the old Southwestern Conference logo. The Tigers are here dressed in their black trousers, their orange jerseys. Got a little black and white trim down the side. Numbers are in black on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys, and they have the word Tigers written across the fronts of their jerseys. Riley Owens will lead things off, and she smacks one right up the middle for a base hit. Owens coming into this contest, batting .302 with 5 runs batted in, and that is how we get things started here this afternoon with a base hit by Owens.
Just right up the middle to Thomas's right. With her glove in her left hand, she just wasn't able to contort herself around to stop that one.
So 1 pitch and 1 hit. Here is Avery Hamilton, the shortstop. First pitch she sees is right down the middle for a called strike. Avery Harris on the year. Doesn't have a hit yet. Or no, excuse me, Avery Hamilton. Yeah, 459. I'm like, wait a minute, she's not batting second and not have never played, right? Avery Hamilton, 1 home run, 1 triple, 10 runs batted in, and 4 doubles on the year. She has a runner at first. That is Riley Owens. And Owens doesn't go anywhere, swinging a high fly ball. Rexy Laufalowski is in center field. She can't get there in time. She bobbles it afterwards as well. She'll throw it in, and they'll hold up the runner at third base, Owens, as Hamilton is in with a stand-up double. Back-to-back hits, and Edwardsville is already on the move.
Laufalowski just couldn't find it right away. Had to go back a little too late. Couldn't make the catch.
Here is Jillian Lee, the right fielder. Jillian Lane, excuse me. I'm getting all the names backwards here. Batting .378, 9 runs batted in. Chance for Anderton, and it bounces right over her glove. 1 run's going to score. The throw is going to get cut off at the pitcher circle. They've got her hung up, but there's no one at first base. So safe. Over at first base is Jillian Lane with a 2 RBI single that just popped right over the glove of Anderton. 2-0 already in favor of Edwardsville.
Yeah, with the runner going from second to third.
Yeah, kind of probably screened her a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. It was a clean play, though. Didn't get in her way. Just kind of screened her out of maybe seeing it and getting the glove in the right spot.
These girls are just coming up here swinging. There's a step on first, or excuse me, second. Throw to first, not in time. But Collinsville does get 1 out. Force play, 6 unassisted of Lane for the first out, and Emily Wolf reaches on the fielder's choice. Wolf, she came in batting .472 with 11 runs batted in. I almost don't have time to spout out all this stuff I have up here. Here is Sid Lawrence. I'm trying to give you the defensive setup too, but these girls are swinging at the first pitch on almost every at bat except for Hamilton, who took a first pitch strike. Here is Sid Lawrence, who takes one into the dirt. Lawrence, the first baseman, batting .429 with 10 runs batted in as well, including 1 home run. We'll see after this pitch if we can squeeze in the defensive setup here for you as Thomas pitches to Lawrence outside, but it's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maddie Harris, our pregame interviewee, is out in left field. Lexi Ralphalowski in center. Katie Bardwell is in right field. Brianna Wellen is at third base. Briley Anderton is at shortstop. Maya Clark at second. Alex Jakic is at first base. And Marissa Thomas is pitching to Mackenzie Young behind the plate as that ball was fouled off. And the count now 2-1 against Sid Lawrence.
Only 5 pitches for the first 4 batters, and now finally kind of dig in here and breathe a little bit.
Edwardsville already off and running. Collinsville trying to keep this first inning to the 2 runs that have already come across the plate. There's 1 out and a runner at first base. 2 runs already home, top of the first inning. And Thomas ready with another pitch. It's on the way, outside. Walked her. So runners on first and second. Already 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. Now the first walk.
Number 21, Lexi Griffin.
Here is Alexi Griffin, the third baseman. Griffin batting .303 on the year with 11 runs batted in, couple of home runs to her credit. She actually is tied in the lead with home runs with Tatum Van Ryswick, who is batting 8th today. First pitch misses, ball 1. Thomas in the circle, ready for another pitch. Here it comes. Hits the inside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. It's a nice warm day, a little sunshine.
Warmest day of the year.
Humidity is up. Yeah, I think it feels great. I am so tired of wearing coats and hoodies. I'm in short sleeves. My arms are exposed to the sunlight for the first time since probably, into September. Somewhere around there. I don't mind this weather at all. It's supposed to be just like this again tomorrow, too. One ball, 2 strikes the count to Lexi Griffin. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop fly. This one's on the infield. And calling for it is Maya Clark at second base. She hauls it in for out number 2.
Batter was out either way with the infield fly.
Yep.
Gets the second out of the inning.
So 2 away. Runners on at first and second. And the batter is Brooke Tolley, the pitcher. Brooke batting .464 on the year. 12 runs batted in. She leads the team in that category. 1 home run. As the ball is outside on the first pitch. 1-0. Lori Blade down the third base line, coaching her team as they continue to bat here in the first. Collinsville trying to get out of it with just the 2 runs scored. Swing, and there's another chance for Anderton, and again she was screened by the runner, and it goes under her glove. Pitch comes in, cut off. Now they have a runner hung up, and they're going to throw home, and that one is going to be safe, and everybody's going to move up a bag.
Lawrence was hung up there. She went to third, and Wolf hadn't came home yet, but the Kahawks ended up botching the run down. And the third run comes in for Tigers.
So 3-0, and now.
But yeah, before that, Anderton kind of got screened out of another one.
And that's twice now she's gotten screened. We have a courtesy runner. Avery Shaw checks into the game for Edwardsville, as Brooke Tolley, the pitcher, will go back to the dugout and rest herself for the bottom of the first. 3-0, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Here is Tatum Van Rieswick, and she grounds one just under the glove of Brianna Wellen at third base. Out to Maddie Harris. She throws home, and not in time. Everybody's going to be safe again. And Edwardsville doing their damage here early on in this one.
First couple batters were all over the ball, didn't waste a lot of pitches, but then Thomas settled down a little bit, thought she might get out of this inning, but now the Edwardsville Tigers are back on
and
pitches from Thomas.
Yeah, 9th batter to bat here in this inning is Charlie Hayes, the catcher. Charlie batting .222 on the year with 1 run batted in. She has got the lowest batting average of all the Tigers on their list of stats that I have. And I don't have Collinsville stats because, well, things happen. I had somebody print out my stuff for me, and he printed me out 2 copies of the Edwardsville stats when I thought I had Collinsville stats. Here is Clark. Nice one-hopper to her over to first base, and the inning finally comes to a close, but not before 5 runs come across the plate on 5 base hits and 1 runner left on base. We will head now to the bottom half of the first inning. Collinsville already with some work to do as they trail this one by a score of 5-0, and we'll be back to tell you about the home half of the first here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
Five runs in the first inning by the Edwardsville Tigers have put Collinsville behind the 8 ball here early on.
Lexi Rafalowski.
And we are ready for Collinsville to bat. Here is Lexi Rafalowski, comes in batting .422. 3 runs batted in on the year, and she looks at the first one outside. Lexi Rafalowski will lead things off playing center field. Mackenzie Young bats second and is doing the catching today. Briley Anderton bats third and plays shortstop. Alex Jakic is at first base batting in the cleanup spot. Brianna Wellen batting fifth and playing third base. Maya Clark at second base batting sixth. Emma Hilton, the designated player, batting in the number 7 spot. Maddie Harris in left field batting 8th, and Katie Bardwell batting 9th and playing right field. And 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now to Lexi Rafalowski, and she's going against Brooke Toll. Toll on the year, her 6th game she's pitched in. This is her 3rd start. She has 1 complete game, a 2-0 record, 16 innings pitched so far on the year. She's only given up 2 runs, both of those earned, so her earned run average is .88. Next pitch on the way. Rafalowski looks at it outside. And for Toll, 5 walks to 31 strikeouts on the year.
Edwardsville had 2 pitchers warming up the whole time, so could see another pitcher at any time. Sorry.
Full count, outside, walked her. Lexi Rafalowski leads the team in the stolen base department with 16. So we'll see if she wants to do some early running as her team is down by 5 runs. Here is Mackenzie Young batting .491 on the year. 15 runs batted in, couple of home runs. And she looks at one, a called strike.
Got to start somewhere here. Move this runner over. Get her in position. You got to get 1 before you can get 5.
That's true. Next pitch on the way. That one's also on the inside corner. But this time it's called a strike, so 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Rafalowski may not be running. You don't want to make an out on the base pads when you're down by 5. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and Rafalowski bluffed for a second, didn't go, and in the hole is Mackenzie Young at 1-2 with Briley Anderton waiting on deck. Next pitch on the way. That one's inside and low. 2-2. Clouds are moving in and out, so we'll see a little sun, we'll see a little shade, and that's pretty much the way it's been since the late morning, early afternoon. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Young for the first out.
Now batting for the Kahawks is the shortstop.
And here is the shortstop, Briley Anderton, who's just tearing it up. She is in the top 5 in 7 different offensive categories in the entire Metro East. You got to remember, St. Louis doesn't play spring softball. They do that in the fall, so it's basically just Metro East teams. There's one down low. But so number 1 in slugging percentage at 1.305. Number 1 tie in home runs with 8. She's tied with Carolyn Gibson of Jerseyville. As Toll is ready with the next 2 Anderton, swinging a high pop fly on the infield. Infield fly rule should be in effect anyway, and there's 2 outs.
Rafalowski had to scurry back. She had gone a long way, about all the way to second base. She gets back in time.
Finish that thought on Anderton. Number 2 in RBIs with 35. Number 3 in batting average with a .661 average. Number 3 in on-base percentage, .683. And a tie in doubles with Mackenzie Young of Collinsville with 10. Also in that mix is Jalen Brisher of Columbia. All 3 of them have 10 doubles. Next up for Collinsville is Alex Jakic. Alex on the year, batting .500 even, 9 runs batted in, and 1 home run.
Had her at the top of the lineup earlier in the season. Now been brought her down and to a more of a run driving in position here, batting cleanup.
Outside with the next. Rafalowski, a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the first inning, and she still stands at first base now with 2 away. And a little conversation on the mound between pitcher, catcher, and first baseman.
Yeah, after 3 straight balls, the catcher decided she wanted to go out there and talk. Charlie Hayes talking to Brooke Toll out there.
Defensively for Edwardsville, Riley Owens is in left field. Maddie Kowalowski is in center field. Jillian Lane in left. Lexi Griffin at third base. Avery Hamilton at shortstop. Tatum Van Rieswick at second base. Sid Lawrence is at first, and Brooke Toll is pitching to Charlie Hayes. I was reading. What happened?
It's ball 4 is walk.
Okay. So 2 walks in the inning. That's what happens when you're reading stuff and not paying attention to what's going on in front of you.
Bree Wellen.
So Bree Wellen here and a chance to drive in some runs.
Yeah, Brianna. She has struggled here of late, but she had a spurt a little while back where she was just on fire for a moment. And so far on the year, Wellen is batting .415, 18 runs batted in, and 2 home runs. Second on the team in home runs, number 1 in that category, Briley Anderton with 8. And then you have Maddie Harris, Bailey Dimmick, and Katie Bardwell all with 1. 0-2, and fouled back to the screen. And Wellen stays alive, trying to keep this inning going and give Maya Clark a chance to bat. Collinsville with runners on first and second with 2 outs. 2 walks and 1 strikeout in the inning, all ready for Toll, and a swing and a miss, make it 2 of each. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 runners left on base for Collinsville, and we will head to the top of the second inning with already Edwardsville out in front, 5 runs in the first. That's what we have right now. It is a 5-0 score, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Back to the top of the order for Edwardsville. All 9 batters batted around in that first inning. Riley Owens led things off with a base hit, came around to score the first run of the game. And she is up there now with a 2-0 strike in her favor. 2-0 count in her favor, excuse me. That one's on the outside corner, and that's called a strike. 2-1.
Top of the order didn't wait long for a lot of pitches for Edwardsville in the last inning, and they got 2 runs real quick.
Yeah, they did. This one bounces in the dirt, 3-1. And what you don't need to do is walk the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. They will make you pay.
Yeah, 1 walk in the first, so you came around to score.
Sure did. Next pitch to Owens, and they did just that. Second walk issued in this game by Marissa Thomas. Here is Avery Hamilton, the shortstop. She doubled. That sent Owens to third, and both of them came in to score on a 2 RBI base hit by the young lady on deck, Jillian Lane. Here's the pitch outside. So Thomas having trouble finding the strike zone here. This is like Wasp Central up here in this press box. Come on, get close to the window and I'll smack your butt out. That one's fouled down the line. And it goes down into the Kahok bullpen area. There you go. These guys, they come in here and then they sit on the window thinking, hey, man, why can't I get out? Well, there's an open window. There's like 5 open windows here. Pick one. 1-1 the count to Hamilton. Pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle. That's going to one-hop right to Rafalowski. She'll throw it back in, and Edwardsville has runners on first and second and no one out.
Good piece of hitting, driving right up the middle. Then Rafalowski just didn't try to do too much diving forward or anything like that. Just get the ball back in.
Yeah, that was on a rope. Here is Jillian Lane, singled in the first 2 runs of this game with a base hit. She was forced off of second base right after that. As Thomas pitches, she looks at one on the outside corner for a called strike. Umpire's fooling you, isn't he?
I think I actually know him,
Yeah.
but sometimes I'm guessing wrong.
Thomas ready with an 0-1. It hit her. Bases loaded. So 2 walks and a hit by pitch and a base hit. Well, 1 walk in this inning, a base hit and a hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded.
Sometimes you make your own messes here, and
Yep.
walking a hit by pitch is not going to help.
Not at all.
The designated player, number 11, Emily.
Got to answer back here and go after Wolf.
Emily Wolf reached on a fielder's choice that took care of Lane at second base in that force out. And the pitch is right down the middle, and a throw down to third base and back in time was Owens. That was a nice snap throw there by Mackenzie Young. Almost worked.
Now sends a little message down there to Owens. Don't travel too far away. Got my eye on you.
Thomas is ready. There's the 0-1. Popped up on the infield, and it's caught by Clark at second base, and all the runners stay put, so no chance to double anyone up. Little soft pop up.
Yeah, this little soft one didn't really go up too high. And even if it did, then it would have been infield fly. So it wasn't going to work out any better for the Kahawks.
Yeah, now we need a double play to get out of this inning with no further damage done. Thomas ready to pitch to Lawrence, and a bouncing ball that's going to go into center field. 1 run scores. Here comes the throw. It's cut off at the mound by Jakic, and everybody just moves up a bag, and now it is 6-0 in favor of Edwardsville.
Similar to Hamilton's hit there, just
The third
a
baseman,
drive up the
number
middle.
21,
Another good defensive play by Rafalowski. Getting it in, and Jakic cuts it off.
So bases remain loaded, and it's 6-0 in favor of Edwardsville. Here is Lexi Griffin, who popped up to Maya Clark at second base, her first time up. You know, I failed to remind Coach Schmittling to come up after the game for the post-game interview, so might not have one of those. Outside in the next pitch, 2-0.
Can we call Clay Smith in? To come
Yeah.
interview
Hey,
him?
text Clay Smith, hey, man, can you come up for the post-game interview? Thomas is ready, and a swing in the infield playing in. That goes right over the head and then right under the glove of Maddie Harris, and that is going to clear the bases. And on at second base with a 3 RBI double is Lexi Griffin. And things are already starting to run away here for Collinsville.
Yep, good solid contact there by Griffin. Harris maybe was doing a little too much trying to get to it. Keep it in front of you, and it rolls all the way to the wall, clears the bases out.
Already 9-0 in favor of Edwardsville. Here is Brooke Toll, who singled and scored her first time up. 5 runs in the first, already 4 here in the second. There's a pop-up. That's going to be trouble. There is Bardwell on the way. She runs and makes a catch and will throw it back into the infield and keep the runner at second base, Lexi Griffin. Nice job by Katie Bardwell coming in strong from right field.
Now batting for Edwardsville, second baseman, number 14, Tatum.
Great job getting in there, getting to that one, getting to the ball on the run.
There's so much happening here. I can't keep up with pressing all these buttons, man.
A lot going on here, too.
I know. I got to do a scorecard, and I got to do the scoreboard on the screen for everybody. And I'm like, I'm sure people are at home going, hey, man, why you got the bases loaded still? There's only a runner at second. 1-0 the count to Tatum Van Ryswick. And the next pitch, swinging a pop fly, and Katie Bardwell has a chance to end the inning. She comes in, makes a shoestring top catch, and that's the way that the inning comes to a close. Back-to-back flyouts to Katie Bardwell. And only 8 batters came to the plate in that inning. 4 runs scored. And we will head now to the bottom half of the second inning. And if Collinsville didn't have their work cut out for them already, they sure do now. And we're back to tell you about the home half of the second in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. to create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from the Collinsville Sports Complex. Lady Kahok softball. That's why we're here. Taking on the Southwestern Conference rival Edwardsville Tigers, and Collinsville has their work cut out for them. Here is Maya Clark. Clark batting in the number 6 spot. Awaits the first pitch from Toll on the way, and back to the screen it goes. Clark on the year, batting .340. 11 runs batted in, looking for her first home run of the year. Toll ready with another pitch to Clark, and a swing and a miss, and Clark quickly in an 0-2 hole. Emma Hilton, the designated player, waits on deck for Collinsville. Pitch, swinging a foul ball out of play. That'll keep the count at 0-2.
That was a tough one to get a piece of. Really just had to fling the bat at it. Stays alive.
JV game going on across the way in field number 4. That pitch is high. And 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Clark.
Yeah, with JV's playing Freeburg.
Freeburg.
Not Edwardsville.
Toll. Pitches one inside, 2-2.
Freeburg was rained out twice.
Yeah, I had that first game on the schedule, and then I kept my sheet that I make up. There's a swing and a chance for the shortstop. She bobbles it, but still has enough time to throw out Clark. Avery Hamilton didn't let that ball get very far from her after she initially missed it.
Batting for Collinsville.
And there's one out.
Player number 1, Emma Hilton.
There is Emma Hilton batting with nobody on and 1 out. Emma. Looking for her 9th hit of the year. 1 run batted in, batting .348. And she'll try to bunt one on, but that one goes up into the air, back to the screen. And now Hilton in an 0-2 hole. Next offering on the way. Ball. Is that what he said? Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom of the second, 9-0 in favor of Edwardsville. Here's the 1-2 pitch and a foul, almost back, and Maddie Harris had to get out of the way of that one. So a 1-2 pitch again on the way to Emma. Bounces in the dirt, 2-2. Maddie Harris waits on deck.
Hilton spoiled a couple pitches here and stays alive.
Next pitch from Toll on the way. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Hilton, second out of the inning, and third strikeout of the game for Brooke Toll.
Number 9, Maddie Harris.
Bottom dropped out of that one. I had a hard time getting a piece of it.
Here is Maddie Harris, our pregame guest. Maddie on the year, batting .282, 8 runs batted in. Hit her first home run of the year Tuesday afternoon in Granite City.
Yeah, they hit all them home runs in Granite City the hard way. The fence at Granite City is 300 and forever feet away.
300 and forever feet away.
So it was the hard one. Chug around the bases and touch them all.
0-2 pitch on the way to Harris. Swing and a miss at a high one, and that strikes her out. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. 4 strikeouts now in the game for Toll, and nothing going on for Collinsville in the bottom half of the second inning. So we will move right along to the top half of the third. And it's still 9-0 in favor of Edwardsville, and we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Charlie Hayes, the number 9 batter in the order for Edwardsville, will lead things off here in the third inning. Charlie grounded out in the first inning, and that ended the first inning. But not before 5 runs were scored. First pitch misses the strike zone to Charlie Hayes from Marissa Thomas. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Took a little off, and way out in front was Hayes. Collinsville trying to get out of an inning here with no damage done. There's a shot right back to where it came from and off of the glove of Thomas and into center field. And Hayes has her first hit of this game.
Kind of like the first hit of the game earlier in the first inning, but except the difference that time is Thomas was able to get a little more glove on it, but it went up the middle for a hit.
The ball leaves the bat very quickly for these Lady Tigers as we have a courtesy runner, Reese McNamara, will come in and run for the catcher Hayes so she can go back and put on the shin pads and get ready for the next half inning. Back to the top of the order we go. Riley Owens has a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored so far in this game. Thomas ready with the first to Owens. In the dirt, ball 1. History between these two teams, very lopsided. Since the year 2000, that's 22 years. Edwardsville High School is 33-9 versus Collinsville. Kahawks, however, are 1-2. Or there's a chance for a double play onto second for 1, and not fast enough to turn it for 2. So Hayes is out on the force out, and Owens reaches on a fielder's choice. She's been on base all 3 times. Kahawks are 1-2 versus Edwardsville in the playoffs. Thomas ready. Here is Hamilton, and that pitch gets away, and on her way to second base is Owens. That's a passed ball. And a runner on at second base now.
Kahawks picked up a couple wins over Edwardsville last year, right?
They did. That's on my notes as well. Just haven't got that far yet. Things have been happening kind of at a fast pace here. Haven't had a chance to really do a lot of anything. Outside, runner at second, 1 out, excuse me, to Avery Hamilton. Hamilton has singled and doubled and has scored 2 runs. She has an RBI opportunity up now with a runner on at second. Next pitch, that one's in there for a called strike. 2-1 the count. From 2005 to 2019, Edwardsville beat Collinsville 15 times in a row, or 29 games in a row over 15 years. That one actually goes behind the batter. And I don't know how Mackenzie Young even caught that.
Yeah. Why would you even? Well, you want to hold the runner, I guess, but be diving to your left behind the batter like that.
Yeah.
Surprising.
3-1 the count. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle. Chance for that RBI. Rafalowski comes up throwing and throws a strike. That's cut off at the pitcher's circle by Jakic, so that will hold the runners at first and third.
Lots of
And
hits back
still
up the
only
middle.
one out.
Batting for Edwardsville, the right fielder,
The
number
ones that went off
24,
Thomas.
Julian Lane.
Yeah.
For glove, and then the ropes here up in the air that Rafalowski's cut out. A lot of Edwardsville's driving a lot of them up the middle.
Runners at the corners with one out for Jillian Lane. And Lane looks at one down low, throw down to second base. And now they're going to try to score. And here is Anderton. She'll toss the ball, and safe at third base is Riley Owens. That was a lot of running around for nothing to happen except for Avery Hamilton making it down to second.
Trying to protect from getting the 10th run in there, and Anderton thought she could do it all herself. Tried to flip to well in last second, couldn't get her.
So runners on second and third. The 1-0 is outside, so 2-0. These Wasps are relentless, man. You kick them outside, and they come right back inside. Wasps for days. Pitch to the lefty is outside, 3-0. Don't want to walk the bases loaded. What do they got? They got a Wasp that's like acting like a grasshopper over here. Just keeps on jumping up. Lane, 2 RBI single in the first, and she'll take a walk here. And she is on base for the third time. And the third walk issued by Thomas, and that's going to prompt a timeout call by Collinsville as the bases are loaded once again.
This is going to be a pitching change.
Looks like maybe it is.
Clark going to take over.
Yeah, Maya Clark's going to come in from second base and take over the pitching duties here, and we will take a timeout while that all happens, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville, 618-795-1333, online, richesrecordemporium.com. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Maya Clark will come in to pitch for Collinsville. She'll move from second base to the pitcher's circle. Mackenzie Young will move from behind the plate to second base. Katie Bardwell will come in from right field and take over as the catcher, and our designated player, Emma Hilton, will now take over for Bardwell out in right field. Bases are loaded. Emily Wolf comes to the plate. She has reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run, and popped up to Clark at second base back when she was at second base. That one doesn't get far enough away from Bardwell for the runners to advance, but it is ball one to Emily Wolf. As we take a look at the numbers for Maya Clark. Clark on the year, her 13th appearance, 46 runs in 32 innings. 28 of those runs are unearned. She's given up a couple of home runs, and Clark has struck out 31 and walked 18 on the year so far. 2-0 the count to Emily Wolf. Base is all full of orange jerseys. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Testing Emma Hilton right off the bat. That's going to go over her head. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. That's going to clear the bases once again. And for the second time in this game, Edwardsville had the bases loaded and cleared them. Maddie Harris with a nice job backing up Brianna Wellen as that ball was on a rope, man. From the infield, over Welland's head. And Wolf has herself a 3 RBI triple.
Yeah, it was a drive
The first baseman,
way
number
over
15,
Hilton's head before she could even react. It was
Oh,
over
yeah.
her head.
Oh, yeah. So things have gotten away here from Collinsville here early on. And another swing and a pop fly. This one Maddie Harris catches. She'll throw it into home, but it's going to be cut off by Welland, and it would have been a little bit too late anyway. So 4 more runs home. I didn't even have time to change my scoreboard, man. Oh, you guys are making it rough here on the old guy.
Third baseman,
1, 2, 3, 4. 13-0. Bases empty. Still 2 outs. And here is Lexi Griffin. Griffin doubled in, 3 runs her first time up. That was the last time that they had the bases loaded. Before that, she popped up to Clark, who was then at second base. So 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs for Lexi Griffin. And a chance for Welland. That goes right in between Welland and Anderton, and then it bounces off of the shoulder. Took a weird hop out there in the field and hit Maddie Harris up in her left shoulder, and that allowed Lexi Griffin to take second base.
A mole hole or something out there?
I don't know,
Harris
probably.
Going down there just to field it and throw it in there, and it popped up on her and went to her left and behind her, and she had to chase it down.
Are we calling that a single and an error?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fortunately.
First error of the game given up by Collinsville, and here is Brooke Toll as that ball was in the dirt. Toll singled and scored her first time up in the first inning and flew out to, at the time, Katie Bardwell in right field. And a fly ball. That one's going to go into foul territory. Hilton gives it a run, but she runs out of room or runs out of speed. Couldn't get there in time. That ball did stay in the park. Just a long strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Brooke Toll. She's the 8th player to bat here in this inning. Edwardsville sent 9 to the plate in the first. They sent 8 to the plate in the second. And this is the 8th batter here in the third. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner. Marissa Thomas, while in there, didn't have any strikeouts. She did hit a batter and walked 3 others. Now it's up to Maya Clark. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch, and it goes back to Clark on a slow roller and over to Jakic at first base, and that is the way that the inning comes to a close. But not before 4 more runs come across the plate for Edwardsville and Collinsville. If they didn't already have their work cut out for them, they certainly do now, as the Kahawks trail this one against the Edwardsville Tigers by a score of 13-0. And we're back with the home half of that third inning in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Katie Bardwell will lead things off here for Collinsville in the bottom of the third inning. Kahawks with a lot of work to do as they trail 13-0. So far, Edwardsville has 13 runs on 11 hits, and they have left 1 on base in every inning. And a strike called to Bardwell as Bardwell comes up for the first time here in this game, and Katie is batting. 209, and there's the third baseman coming in. That's Griffin on a slow roller down the line, and out is Bardwell. 5-3. Back to the top of the order.
For the Kahawks, the center fielder, number 5, Alexei Rafalowski.
There is Lexi Rafalowski. No one on, one out. Rafalowski walked and was stranded at second. Collinsville stranded 2 runners in that first inning. Toll ready with the pitch. Alexi looks at one outside, ball 1.
That was their best opportunity. Well, only between the 2 innings. I feel like you could have maybe climbed back in it a little bit.
Yeah, went down 1-2-3 last inning. That one's a called strike on the outside corner of the plate, but that one looked a little low from up here anyway. We're perched right over the top of the umpire, so we have that bird's eye view, and everything sometimes looks low. There's a bunt, and Toll picks it up, throws over to first in time for the out. Good play.
Kind of rolled up on her arm just as she got to it, but was able to make the throw and just get Rafalowski out at first.
Now batting for the Kahawks, the second baseman, number 26, Mackenzie Young.
Yeah, Collinsville beat Edwardsville twice last year. First win versus Edwardsville since 2005. That was 16 years, and a win at Edwardsville for the first time since 2003. That was 18 years. Also, it had been 18 years since Collinsville last took the home and away game from Edwardsville. That was back in 2003. By the way, they did that in 2002 also.
Pete Hoffman over here.
Yeah. So, 4 of Collinsville's 9 wins came in 2003 and 2002.
4 of Pete Hoffman's career, 99 wins.
Yeah. Since, that's been since 2000. Kahawks won 1-0 in 8 innings at Edwardsville on May the 6th, and then won here at home 8-5 on May the 20th. So that was nice. I was supposed to do one of those games, the game here, but it got rained out. It got pushed to a date that I couldn't play. That was a nice hit all the way up against the wall, and on her way to third base is Mackenzie Young, and Mackenzie is there with a stand-up triple. Unfortunately, there are 2 away, so it's going to be up to Briley Anderton to get her home. And nobody would rather have up at the plate right now than Anderton in this situation, right?
Center fielder Kolakowski had gone back and back and back, and that dove out for the last second. Not for lack of effort. Young gets the triple.
The wind is blowing out here, so you get one up in the jet stream and it can carry. Here is Anderton. Looks at one right down the middle. Briley popped up to the shortstop. Avery Hamilton, her first time up. Runner on at third. 2 outs. And the pitch. And a pop-up again on the infield. Who's going to call for it? It is Hamilton again at shortstop. So back-to-back pop-ups to short off of the bat of Briley Anderton. And Collinsville strands another runner. And nothing doing for the Kahawks as far as runs are concerned. They did pick up their first hit of this game. And we now head to the top of the 4th inning with Edwardsville firmly in control of things right now at 13-0, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food, all created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
Second baseman Tatum Van Ryswick will lead things off here. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Edwardsville here in the top of the 4th. And a swing and a base hit. That's going to be a 1 bouncer right to Maddie Harris out in left field. And just like that, the hit parade continues here for Edwardsville. That is their 12th base hit of this game so far.
That's better the third do.
Number 18, Charlie Hayes.
Grounded out to the pitcher.
Why didn't I write that down? Okay.
I don't know. See, I do that all the time. I do it all the time. I'm always asking you, what's going on? All right, there's a pass ball again that tips off of the glove of Katie Bardwell. So a passed ball by Mackenzie Young and a passed ball by Bardwell. And now Edwardsville has a runner at second base and nobody out. And up to the plate is Charlie Hayes. Hayes is grounded out and singled. Riley Owens waits on deck. She has been on base 3 times and has scored all 3 times she's been on base. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging another base hit. That one's a gapper. That one's going to roll, and a nice job by Alexi Rafalowski. Makes a sliding stop and keeps that one from going all the way to the wall, which keeps Charlie Hayes at first base with an RBI single instead of an RBI double.
Still hustling out there as Rafalowski, preventing that to go to the wall. Down 14-0. Keeps playing hard.
Yeah.
Reese McNamara, the courtesy runner. Now batting.
Run scores anyway.
Fielder number 6, Riley Owens.
14-0 now in favor of the Tigers. And as I mentioned, back to the top of the order in Owens. She has singled, walked, and reached on a fielder's choice and scored all 3 times. Clark pitches. Strike called on the outside corner. So Edwardsville comes to town going, hope you enjoyed those 2 wins last year. That ain't going to happen again. That's what it seems like anyway.
This is the rainout makeup, and then they have their next regularly scheduled game already for Tuesday of next week at Edwardsville.
Yeah, like I said last year, I was supposed to do the home game here, but it got rained out, and they moved it to a date that I already had something else scheduled for, so I couldn't do it. And I was kind of bummed out once I heard that we won. And at that time, we had already beaten Edwardsville at their place 1-0, so I was kind of looking forward to coming here and seeing a little bit of history made, but I didn't get a chance to. Outside, called strike on the next pitch. That'll even the count at 2-2. Runner on at first. Nobody out. 1 run already home. Here's a pitch. Outside. That passed ball hurt because that allowed Van Ryswick to score from second. She would not have scored from first on the hit by Hayes. We'd probably have runners at the corners right now. Swinging a foul ball down the third base side. Cardinals in action against Cincinnati. An old Great American Ballpark.
About 10 minutes away from that game.
Yeah. And the Blues, they played last night. That was a late game. 9:30 start, but they beat San Jose 3-1. 14 games in a row where they've secured a point. High fly ball. This one's going to be trouble in Anderton as she races toward the line, picks it up, and she has to show the referee that she did indeed catch it. And there is 1 out.
And she's also just trying to give it to Harris to throw back in.
Yeah.
The runner had gone all the way to second, so there was no chance of her getting back and then going back to second. If she had tagged up, might have easily been able to move over.
That was a stellar play by Briley Anderton, and that keeps Riley Owens off the base paths for the first time here in this game. That will bring up Avery Hamilton. Hamilton has also been on base all 3 times and scored 3 runs. She has 2 singles and a double. Runner at first, 1 out. Clark's ready with the pitch. Swinging a base hit down the third baseline. Maddie Harris does a nice job stopping it. Throws it back in from her knees to Briley Anderton. And that will keep Charlie Hayes from going to third base on the play.
But another first pitch hit by Edwardsville.
They don't waste any time, do they? First and second and 1 out. Here is Jillian Lane. Jillian has been on base all 3 times as well. Had a 2 RBI single in her first at bat, was hit by a pitch in the second, walked in the third, and scored both times. Here's a high fly ball. Rafalowski is over. She has it in left center field. Everybody's going to tag up a bag, and it'll be second and third with 2 outs. As we come to the cleanup hitter, Emily Wolf.
That time the runners for Edwardsville did stay on their bases, tagged up, and were able to move over.
There is Wolf. She has reached on a fielder's choice, also a 3 RBI triple. And she grounds one to Anderton. It eats her up, and it jams her finger. I don't know if she's going to... She didn't even want to think about picking that ball up and throwing it at that time. Then she cracks her knuckles.
That'll make it feel better.
Yeah.
She dove out for that catch.
What are we calling that? I'm going to go check her out. We calling that an error or a hit? Yeah, going to have to be. Bounced right to her. The only thing she didn't do was catch it. So the second error of the game for Collinsville. Will load the bases once again. Both times previously that Edwardsville has loaded the bases, they have been cleared with 1 hit. The first time was Emily Wolf, who just reached base on that error. She knocked in 3 runs with a triple in the third. And the other was... Now I lost it on my scorecard. All right. And a throw. Well, we don't have bases loaded. That throw is going to get away, and that's going to allow a run to score.
Yeah, that's just giving a runner away there.
Yeah. Two runs home in this inning. Runner on at first. And the pitch is a high fly ball. That one's in shallow center field, and that one gets down. Rafalowski comes up throwing and throws offline. That one's going to roll down to the fence, and that's going to score a run. And another throwing error by Collinsville will allow another run to score. This one is going to be charged to Rafalowski for the overthrow.
Third baseman, number 21, Lexi Griffin.
So Lexi Griffin comes up. She has popped up. That was in the first inning. The 3 RBI double in the second, so there was the other one I was looking for. And she also singled in the third.
Well, the first 3 innings, Edwardsville was really just hitting the ball around. Now this inning has just been a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Some great plays, but a few mistakes that have really led to this inning for Edwardsville. You know, we think it might be over with 15 runs after 4. We'll see after the Kahok's bat.
Yeah, we're not sure about that rule right now. 17-0 in favor of Edwardsville. Here's a pop-up on the infield, and Clark in the pitcher circle drops it.
Another error for the Kahoks.
Yeah.
Just right through her glove.
Run scores on that error as well, so there's another unearned run.
The pitcher, number 16,
4 errors, 3 of them in this inning. And the inning stays alive. Need to hire a high school student to come up here and just operate my scoreboard, especially in games like this. 18-0 in favor of Edwardsville. The runner on at first base is Lexi Griffin. Brooke Toll is up at the plate. She is the 9th player to bat here in this inning. They did that in the first as well. There's a chance for Anderton. This one's in her glove. Has a hard time getting it out. Throws in time for the out. That was real close.
Yeah, she wanted to throw it to second. Nobody was covering there. She had to make the long throw to first. Okay, let's get out of the inning, but not before Edwardsville score another 5.
Yeah, that's not a good recipe for success. 18-0 in favor of Edwardsville. Collinsville will bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and we're back in just a moment to tell you about it here on the Kahok Sports Network. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Kahok Educator of the Month award.
To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Riley Nelson comes in to take over first base for Sid Lawrence. That's the only change for Edwardsville. And up to the plate is Alex Jakic. She walked and was stranded in her only at bat back in the first inning. It'll be Jakic, Wellen, and Clark here to bat. Collinsville trailing 18-0 here in the fourth inning. Well, this is not what I was hoping for. You knew it was possible, but not what I was hoping for. Here's a strikeout.
Goes down looking.
And that is the fifth strikeout on the afternoon for Brooke Toll. And here comes Brianna Wellen, who was one of those strikeout victims in her only at bat in the first. Here's the pitch. Ball inside.
Nope, not the Kahawks day. They'll come back next week for a couple practices and have to get ready for Edwardsville again.
They'll forget all about it because tomorrow's prom.
Oh, yeah.
They'll forget all about this, yeah.
They'll forget all about this about 5 minutes after it's over.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike
Prom
to count to
mode.
Wellen. Here's the pitch from Toll. Up high. Ball 2, 2-1.
He will be in prom mode right after this.
Probably.
Swings right through that one.
2-2 the count. Next opportunity, and that one is down low. 3-2, full count to Brianna Wellen. Toll, ready with another pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul tip. That means she just barely got a piece of that ball.
She can't find one here to drive. Get a hit.
Strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts as Jakic and Wellen were both caught looking. And there are 2 away, and Amaya Clark will come up to the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs. Maya started the game at second base, now in the pitcher circle. And the first pitch to her is a swing and a miss.
Pitcher's gotten stronger as she's gone along.
Yeah,
here.
it looks like it, huh?
A little dicey first inning, but been mowing them down ever since.
That one's inside and low.
Young had a good hit for the triple. Only hit of the game. Toll's a good pitcher.
Yeah. She's ready with a 1-1 pitch to Maya Clark. Here it is. Strike called. 1 strike away from striking out the side here is Brooke Toll. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Bouncing ball to the shortstop, Hamilton. She bobbles but picks it up and throws, and that is out number 3. Play goes 6-3 for out number 3, and Collinsville has nothing going on here in the 4th inning.
And I think we're done.
That's going to be it. We're going to be done. 15-run rule after 4 innings is in effect, so 18-0 in favor of the Edwardsville Tigers. They win their 12th game in a row.
Tuesday,
And Collinsville, after picking up a win at Granite City on Tuesday, find themselves with a loss here to Edwardsville. That'll bring us into our post-game program, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. I will not have a pregame or a postgame interview, I am sure, because I really don't think anybody wants to talk about this game as well. So we'll take our break, come back, and give you the totals, and we'll talk about it ourselves between myself and Mr. Kettler, and we'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It was just not the day for the Collinsville Kahawks on the softball diamond as they fall 18-0 to Edwardsville. Edwardsville with 18 runs on 15 hits. They committed no errors, and they left 4 base runners on. Collinsville, no runs. They only had 1 hit, and that was a triple by Mackenzie Young. They committed 4 errors, 3 of them in that last half inning. And Collinsville left 3 base runners on base in a game that only took 1 hour and 5 minutes to play there. Chris Kettler, just not a good day for your Collinsville Kahawks. They'll have to live to fight another day.
They couldn't do anything to figure out the Edwardsville pitcher just got the 1 hit, and Edwardsville just really drove the ball well, especially in the first 3 innings, piling up the runs, and then a few mistakes there in the 4th really knocked it into another territory, make it 18-0. But yeah, I think they're already going to forget about this game and move on, turn the page, and see if we can do it better against Edwardsville on Tuesday next week.
That will be at Edwardsville on Tuesday. Long week, 4 games in a row for us here on the Kahok Sports Network. So we're off for the next 3 days. We're back at you on Tuesday as I travel to Alton for a little boys volleyball, Southwestern Conference action. See if the boys volleyball team can pick up their very first Southwestern Conference win. Looks like they have that game scheduled for 5:45 on Tuesday night, so it's a little bit earlier than normal. We will take the drive out there and we'll bring that one to you. So thank you, Mr. Chris Kettler, and appreciate your work as always.
Oh, thank you.
Have a great weekend, sir.
You too.
All right, that is Chris Kettler. A big thank you again to Maddie Harris joining us on the pregame show. My name is Todd Duke, and until Tuesday, everyone have yourselves a fantastic weekend.